Welcome back everyone to Let's Play ICARUS, episode number 4 in our lovely little series on Broken Arrow Recovery. I say lovely as if I can I have the right to title it as such, which I do not. That is for the people to say. Anyways, bedroll. This should be the last episode. I think we're going to be able to get everything done in this one. The one thing that I was trying to save up the interesting items, although do a little bit off camera, just a little bit. That's all I really needed to do. I went and I got the steel out of the concrete furnace. That gives us enough for this. We got a pickaxe now, which is valuable. We can use one of the other steel things to get some screws, which are necessary. We're actually going to need those right away to go back over and to craft a steel knife. Now, I always like to have two knives because I'm always using a bone knife, but the bone knife will definitely break in any kind of extended combat. And usually you don't have it up to 100%, so it can break in the middle of combat pretty easily. With the 5 remaining steel, I think that we have all the steel items we need. We're going to need rebar, and that's because we're going to need to be able to craft some concrete shelter. We are just totally skipping stone and going right to concrete. But that's okay because I was able to craft a little bit more concrete mix in the meantime. The way to do this, which one is going to be less? It's going to be either 32 steel rebar to do 4 concrete beams, or it's going to be 40 steel rebar to do 2 concrete frames. Now the frames are better, but as we can see, they'll be a little bit more expensive. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the 2 concrete frames, though. I love having a resilient house. Why not, right? We can also kind of see what is limiting us from getting more. Just tree sap. Well, tree sap is the easiest thing to come by. I say that, and then we have none, but there should be some. Yeah, there's plenty of sticks here. We can make more tree sap. Now, one of the things which we'll want to do early on, and it's the reason why I was able to, but the reason why I got the steel pickaxe, and we're going to need probably a good amount. 58 screws in there. I'll leave the other 20 in here for now. I don't think there's anything else we're going to get unless we end up getting a recurve bow, which would be pretty helpful, or could be helpful. Hell, if we got the shotgun, that would really be something. That would really, really be good. But I'm not sure we will. Anyway, let me put some of this stuff, or most of this stuff, back away. The epoxy we'll put back here. We'll put the steel back over, or the iron, I should say, back over there. And we'll put this stone there, and we still didn't get any tree sap because I didn't pick it up yet. 54 is probably more than we're going to need, so let me just divide that in half twice. Put 40 over, and make 7 more for the time being. That's fine. And with the remaining tree sap, I'll put that back. Might as well just make this while we're at it, and might as well make more epoxy while we're at it. Okay, good. So we have what is this? Rabbit. Okay. What I want to do first is go back. We have our steel pickaxe. Did I pick it up? Always make sure you pick it up. I've forgotten it so many times that now I actually remind myself to not forget. We probably don't need that stone pickaxe like ever again, because at this point we can use the iron pickaxe for all the low tier items, even something like stone, and then we can use the steel pickaxe for anything really valuable that we want to, get the most out of. Such as anything we find in the cave, we'll use the steel pickaxe for, with the exception maybe of, believe it or not, iron, since iron is pretty common now, and copper probably as well. Anyway, it's because we have to use, for the most part, we have to use our steel pickaxe to get most things. Okay, that one's down. Is there another one? Or was that just the sound of him dying? Eventually you can do stuff with this. In fact, I might have already leveled up far enough. Now, the goal for me is if we can get enough platinum ore, then we can actually make this cured leather armor. But it does require platinum weave, which is pretty expensive in terms of platinum. I usually need at least two, and there's titanium. Which, if we wanted to go the hunting rifle route, that would be one thing. But if we want to go the recurve bow, which is very good, we will want aluminum. And probably only need 1 of them for that. There is gold here, which I will definitely take. Even though you can get this with the iron pickaxe, I find that gold is very difficult to find, or it can be. It's obviously random. The actual contents of the cave are procedurally generated, i.e. random, every time you load into a new game. So you never know. And it looks like, yeah, there is only one platinum ore here, which means we're going to have to hunt for platinum in another cave. We were not successful in this one, but we can get some iron ore. I'll just kind of fill up on iron ore and then head back to the house first before we go back. I think we'll go over to the one of the other caves. Probably the tutorial lake one that I talked about. And I might even just cut away for that. You've already seen, although this is fun, I know it's silly, but I really do actually enjoy just stomping around and mining. It's so satisfying, that crunch. Sound is really important to a game. It's just not something you think about enough. Well, I don't know, this is just I shouldn't say for everyone. In my experience, I find that sound is much more valuable than I originally gave it credit for many years, but just over the time I've realized that I am appreciating, and probably have always appreciated, but just didn't realize it, the value of high quality sound. So we'll get one more iron ore here. I don't think we need any copper, which is why I'm not working on those. And in the interest of time, we'll just skedaddle on out of here. I'll probably cut away after we deposit all this stuff into the various appropriate receptacles back at the base. Don't think we need to hunt any more animals, considering we are already at our 40 cured leather that we want. So we'll run over them, literally. Is that fire still on? Whoops. Don't need that on. I'll take one of these, and that's the amount of health I want to have when I fight animals. Didn't have it, but would prefer to. First things first, let's take a pretty sizable chunk of this. Maybe not all of that, but at least 19. Put it in there. I'm also going to put 40 in here, activate that for a little bit more iron, but we just don't need that much. Then I will put this, so we have 31 left over, and we're going to want platinum ore. So for platinum weave, I think we need 8, and 8 means we need 40 platinum, is that? Oh my gosh. I completely forgot, which means we probably won't do this at all, that we need the next tier advanced crafting bench, which you can get here from the machining bench, forgot the name. Advanced textiles bench needs 20 iron. That's doable. Everything here is doable. I mean, the iron ingot, it hurts the most, and then the steel screw hurts a bit. It's probably like, well, it's 1 steel is 6 iron, and this is 1/5, so it's basically like 1 extra iron. That's not that bad. Is it worth it? Because I don't remember what the platinum requirements are, and we don't have to go after platinum at all if we choose not to do that. But okay, for sure I need the steel. In fact, I'm gonna prioritize that even more by putting it first, so just in case this wasn't already obvious. This burns from the top right to the top left to the top right, and then the next row, so it goes by row, and then first row, and then all the columns, and then second row and all the columns, etc. Kind of like how you'd read if you're in the traditional way of reading things. I mean the Western world way of reading. Some water. Alright, so what do I want to do? I guess, because we do want at least, okay, we have 1 element of this. We're going to need 6 of these, which means we are definitely short on steel. But the steel is coming, and we don't need steel for anything else at this point. So that's the good news. Okay, now how about that wall? Alright, now we're short on the good stuff, and we can only make 2 more. We're short rock-wise. We're also short pretty much, not just rock-wise, but also pretty low on silica. We're gonna have our work cut out for us to be able to get enough concrete. I don't know if we actually have enough. And I'll have to go patrolling the cliff line for more silica then. Which might lead me naturally into a cave where I get more platinum. And then I might just say, okay, let's just do it. I really wish I knew what is more interesting. Because they're both kind of interesting. Doing the fur or doing the cured leather. Man, they're both scary. I do like this game. They're both fun. Alright, well that's probably all the stone we're going to need. But not likely to be all the... Yeah, I can only get 2 more. We're going to need more silica. Alright, well what else do we have? Let's get this rebar off our hands. Aluminum ore also should get... And gold ore. Yes, so some gold ore eventually you're going to want to save. Because there's like, I think it's paste at some point. The composite paste maybe? That requires gold ore, not gold ingots. And you can't go backwards. So just be cautious about that. In the meantime, I think we're good to go. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll cut away here. I'm just going to go patrol for... Well, what the hell am I talking about? Silica is right here. How did I miss it this whole time? And thank God I missed it this whole time. Because now it's going to take no time at all for us to get a lot more concrete, which is great. And sticks is really easy, because I have a skill which will convert wood, 1 piece of wood into 10 sticks. But this should be all the concrete we need. Yeah, and then we can go, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to end up even needing a house over there. Ah, and then because I'm not going to use the fur, I'll do the... If I do the cured, then I'll save enough fur to get another bed. And with that bed... Trying to get some sticks because I might need some sticks to get more tree sap. Let's put that in there. Yeah, I think that we're going to want all this in terms of steel. I don't know how much we're going to need. I'm going to try to maybe just do 4 more. So I have 6 as a spare. Seems like a safe amount. Platinum is going in now, but we will need more. Oh. Hello. Well, he's contributing to the future bedroll funding, so that's nice. That was nice of him. 6 fur, not too much. Put this in here, and hey, more stringy meat. That's fantastic. Since we already have the 40 cured leather we need, that's perfect. Is that a wolf? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so I guess since it's not that big of a deal, I will go ahead and get the advanced textiles bench. If nothing else, I can just show it off. What else do we need? Okay, so put the 20 in here. We don't have enough... okay. We don't have enough screws. It's 40. I was mistaken. Get 1 more of these. 2 more of those then. Surely that's enough. We need epoxy, rope, wood. Fair enough. Wood. We'll take the steel. We need epoxy and rope. And now we can build it. Great. Okay, so I need to put steel in here. Put the epoxy back. Put the wood back. We'll keep all of our fur and leather in the same location just to keep track of it. Put our rope back since we don't need that now. Got a lot of silica which can go in here and give us more concrete mix. Wow, 19, that's plenty. So probably we can already get... Oh, no, we actually do. We really do need this concrete. Okay. Why am I getting 6 walls? Well, we're going to do, as you can probably tell, a 2x1 house, which means we need 2 floors. We can actually use wooden floors. The inside of the house does not need to be insulated on the floor. The block counts as the floor for insulation. And then the walls will do the insulation of the walls, and the ceiling will be the insulation. So the wooden floor does not affect, as far as I can tell, the insulation of the household. And which makes sense. If underneath of it is concrete, then that's what's interacting with the world. So it doesn't matter if, it's basically putting it on top of the concrete. What do you want on top of the concrete? Well, you might as well choose something nice. It's functionally not going to make much of an impact. Alright, let's put this out next to the other one. Will it fit? I hope it does not. It does not, right? Does it fit here? It does. Amazing. Pretty lucky. And what do I want to see here? Platinum weave takes 1 platinum. How much do we need of it, though? Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, we need 8, which means we need 8, and we're going to be at 6. Okay, well, the work is cut out for us. I think that we might be okay in terms of concrete. What I want to do after this, how much does this cost? This 1044 versus 1244. So I can get this concrete half pitch. This will work for both the roof and also for the sides. This part. 844, and this is 1044. Oh, interesting. It comes out to be the same. Okay, then we might as well use the really high angled one. We'll do 2 of this and 4 of this. Does it come out the same? 4 of this is 32, 2 of this is 24. That's 58. 16. Sorry, this is 32 plus 24. Yeah, it's 56. Otherwise, this will be times 6. It's 60. Oh, it is. It's cheaper. Huh. Cool. Yeah, it's cheaper. Great. Even better. The flat roof is fine to do, but we'll stick with the cheaper in terms of steel rebar then. So we'll get 2 of these eventually. I'll just set that in motion. Okay, good. So I'm going to go off and mine some more platinum since we need like 1 more, which means I'm going to go to that cave we've already taken out. This one may not have it, but there's a cave right here, which I'm going to go investigate first. Guess since we're doing... Oh, it's 18 minutes into it, so yeah, I think I will just cut away for this one, and I'll see you back when I have the platinum. Now, I thought I would just show you on the map what this looks like. It's a pretty like big indent or recessed area, and this one unfortunately is gonna need some picking out. Well, we needed some rock anyway, and we passed a lot of silk on the way here. So I'm probably gonna do this. We might not even be going today in this game day, but in this video, we're still gonna make the trek. So anyways, this is what it looks like, and this is a rather big cave. In fact, I'll probably have to go in and out and kill a lot of worms in order to be able to get to the platinum that I'm looking for, but that's fine. This is all part of the plan. At least we're making it all part of the plan, since this is the only way, this is the most reasonable way probably I can get platinum. Actually, there is another cave. I don't know if you want me telling you all this, but there is another cave right around here that is also really good and probably better for what we're trying to do, just because I think it would have less worms and easier access to platinum, but I mean, we're splitting hairs. That might be true, that might not be. It's like 6 one way, half dozen the other. Not a big difference. Anyway, I'll cut away again, and then after all this, hopefully I'll come back with some platinum. Okay, cool. So we got a few things we can do now. We just got enough platinum, maybe even 1 extra platinum. I can come over here and make the last platinum weave with fiber and platinum, and there we have 8. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoping my math was right, and 5, and we should have Perfect. No cured leather and no platinum weave left. So we got it exactly right. So it's 40 and 240 original leather. So we have all this stuff, but it's all going to be replaced currently +5/+5. But the cold resistance is not as much on this, so it's +10/+4, and our new chest will be +14/+6. So much better. Now notice that the set is now broken, so we kind of have to keep these two apart. I think that this makes sense, by the way, as more of a headpiece than this draped over. It just doesn't look. It just doesn't look right. I'm sorry. This one's this one. That down there. The arms and the feet. And now we have the set. Good. So go back over. In fact, we don't even think we need this one anymore, but just because we have it still, I'll put this in there. Put the platinum thing back. If we had enough platinum, we might be able to do something else. I don't think we're going to have enough to do anything super interesting. Maybe the shotgun. That would be kind of fun. In fact, that would really allow me to do some fun stuff. And the shotgun is fun. 26 steel. And then we're going to need shotgun shells, which require what? Copper. Ah, okay, so all that copper I didn't get. would have been useful, turns out. Alternatively, we could just roll the recurve bow, which we do have enough stuff for. And this is, it's pretty potent. It will get the job done for sure. But the shotgun's going to be more fun. So you've already seen hunting with the bow. Let's go ahead and do the shotgun, which means we need a lot of steel. I think we have some steel in here that we haven't done yet. Otherwise, have I gone too crazy on the steel? Do we just barely have enough? I think we're just barely gonna have enough. Okay, so that is... Nope, we don't have enough steel. That's fine, though. We can get more steel by turning iron into steel. Let's do that 4 times. Put the rest of this iron back, just in case we need it. And I'm going to go run off to the cave and get some copper, now that I know that we need copper for the shells. In the meantime, I'd probably want this to create sulfur. For that I need gunpowder. For that I need sulfur plus charcoal. Well, we have plenty of charcoal. We'll never run out of that, so I'm actually going to stop some of the sulfur from going in there. So we're going to not actually get all the way through that, but just save a little bit just in case, basically. We need it for anything else. I think we actually have a bunch of sulfur in here, which is, yeah, okay, so we're probably fine. But now I need to go off and get, what did I say? What do we need? Steel? But no, we got the extra steel already, right? Copper, yes, that's what I need. Okay, so I'll go off and get copper. Okay, this should be the last of the sulfur that I need. I've really been busy, and we've got a few things now that I want to do. First of all, we can make a lot of shotgun shells, and I'll probably have to cut away after I start making them because it's going to take a while. I've got so many I can make. First order of business is actually to make more gunpowder. Gunpowder, very necessary, and currently the limiting factor in the number of shotgun shells I can make. Now, honestly, 21 is more than I'm ever going to need, but there we go. Now, whoops, it just took away one too many epoxy, but luckily I've been busy making more of it, so let's go ahead and grab that shotgun. Alrighty, that's awesome. And I've also kind of cleared inventory space, you can see here. Let's dump that over there. This has to go to more gunpowder, which... Ah, we're limited on charcoal. Well, charcoal is something that's just hard to not have. It's just everywhere. Over here, it's over here. Wow, not too much over here. 5 seconds, so we're just barely gonna make that one. That's great. Anyway, we have more charcoal now, so make me more gunpowder. Now that's not exactly true. I may not want that much gunpowder, because there's other things to consider. I'm gonna want to get some bandages, and it may not think I have that much fiber, but I have a lot more. So that's that. Let's queue up another one, which will give us some amount of bandages. We're going to want some suture kits, which need bone and leather. I may have used a lot of my... I have leather for sure, but I may need to go free up some bone. Oh gosh. That was convenient. Just came right to me. She said, ask and you shall receive. Bone just appearing at my front doorstep. Okay, good. So that bone will now give me... How many suture kits? Good. 3 is probably enough. 5 and 3 is what I'm going to say is sufficient for us. And then I'm going to want as well maybe 2 heat bandages, which is pretty much, I mean, almost certainly way overkill on the amount of preparation I'm doing. But you know what they say, better safe than sorry and all that. So that's what we're going to... We're going to go in with plenty of bandages, more than enough. And the heat bandages, just in case we happen to get really, really cold. I cannot imagine how that would happen, considering we're going to be wearing cured leather armor. We already are wearing it. And we're going to have a concrete structure set up. Now we're going to have plenty of oxide, which I could have just taken probably out of the oxygen machine, considering we probably have more oxygen in there than we need as it is already. But this is a double or something? I think this is 2 merged together. Can't figure out what's going on here. Okay, look at, we don't need this anymore. I was only using it because I am kind of that OCD person who wants to finish off everything, and we didn't even finish off the oxide thing, but we just really, really don't need it. Alright, so we got this stuff, that's good. We have this meat. That meat we can put over in there. This meat is starting to go bad. And I didn't even... Okay, so let's make... Probably 1 bandage was enough, but I will make 2. Then we will go put the rest of the oxide in here. That's still too much oxide even still. We'll put the rest in here. I will need to replenish my tank before I leave, but we'll just... Oh, wow, it's pretty low. We'll do that now. Where'd it go? There. Okay, make more tree sap, because that is something valuable. It looks like we're still making tons of gunpowder. Have we yet satisfied? We probably have tapped out the amount of gunpowder, yes. Now we're epoxy limited. Well, that's also fine. We actually need some of the sulfur here to make... you know, probably just going to have to clear the queue here and go after this for a little bit so we can get more epoxy. But we're really good to go. I mean, we certainly don't need this many buckshell. I mean, this is plenty, plenty, plenty. Way more than we need. So the last order of business is let's deposit the rock here and let's pick up our makeshift concrete shelter. By makeshift, I mean it's way better than the one we're currently living in. Okay, so we have our bandages. This one's going to go on the hot bar. We're looking all good. We certainly don't need this bone scythe anymore, but I will probably end up taking it with me anyway. Put that in there. I'm going to just basically do a little housekeeping, but I think we're good to go. First of all, I'm going to turn this off too. Yeah, so we're good to take off, and then part of the excitement is when you get into the cold, building a shelter and all that, it's a lot of fun, which you'll soon see. We could put a bedroll down when we get there and a fire to warm up, of course. That's going to help us also if we happen to die, which I highly doubt we will, but just in case, we will have a place that we will respawn very close by. We don't need any other leather. We don't need... we need some wood, and I do want to take some bone with me. I think I am just going to... We have so much fiber. I'll take 20 fiber with me, and I'm going to deposit the bone sickle for now. We just can't imagine us needing that. We'll repair this while we're here. I want to take just a little bit more. 84, okay, we'll call that good enough. I want some wood I can burn in an emergency. We're not that full, 105 out of 150. So we can manage this. I think we're all set then. Let's put this wooden hammer on here. In fact, I probably am not going to need to do any repairs since we have concrete. We're missing epoxy, which we can now. Got 23 more of it. Let's just deposit all of it. I don't think there's any other reason why we need epoxy. And we're down short of gunpowder again. Unfortunately, it takes a little while to make gunpowder. Sure, we can make 69 of it, but do we want to wait 4 minutes? Well, I guess what we could do is... Wow, we actually have 40 crushed bone waiting to be made into epoxy too. Yeah, I guess what we could do is just pause the video and wait a little bit longer. Okay, I reorganized my inventory a little bit. Got the shotgun at number 2 now. I'm just gonna take the shells and go. I think we're fine now. Load this bad boy up. Is there anything else we need? We're probably gonna have to eat each of these very quickly. We don't need that one stick. I don't know why we have it. It's amusing, but otherwise unnecessary. I think we're all set. We might as well eat some food before we go, because this stuff is just gonna go bad while we're away anyway. Which is still fine, but there we go. I could take an extra stack. I mean, we have the space to do it. Let's do it. Any other final last minute? Yeah, we can get a little bit more. 2 more, in fact. In fact, 1 more even still, since we just got another one. Alright. Swap that in, out. There we go. 30 plus the original, plus the 8 we already have. We have our... In fact, I'm going to switch these 2 as well. So our steel knife is now going to be the dedicated attack weapon. And we are off. We are off in our fancy cured leather. We're getting our regeneration bonus. We have our house with us. Our house which can go anywhere because it has the concrete foundation. Oh, we got hit. So off into the wilderness we go. We'll set our house up, and that'll probably be the last action of this video. So the next one we will have to engage in a bit of a melee, a scrap with, unfortunately, a polar bear. Now you're going to see that polar bears are a lot different than bears for me. They're a lot harder to get around to do the little juke thing. And again, I'm not complaining about that. I think it's wonderful. I think it's actually kind of cool that the game has a system built in that I'm not sure the developers like it, but there's a system built in by which you can avoid bear attacks once you get very experienced at the game. But polar bears they have like a wider hit, like attack box. It seems to get you even if you do the same kind of jousting, which is the way I avoid getting hit by bears typically. And did I get my... Oh my god, we're going to go back. I'll pause. I wanted you to kind of experience the journey over here, but I need my oxygen. Alright, back we are. With an oxygen tank this time. Which we will probably need. Anyway, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know if we have enough time to actually make it all the way out. We certainly could get to the crash site in time. I think we have one more. Okay, now's where we start to have to be careful. Somewhere in this area is going to be a polar bear. And that hit bar right there is the polar bear. And before I go, I want to make 1 more torch, so I need few more sticks, which means you will do. You hear it. It's scary. But 1 more of these is going to be really necessary. There it is. We see it. Now, with my knife, I do have a skill that makes me a little bit less perceptible, stealth-wise. Still don't want to risk it, even though this would be good practice, probably, for us. Can you pick a side, buddy? Guess I'll go around on this side, then. Pretty dangerous doing it. You'd think that I should be a little safer about this, and I should. I'm just gonna go for it. And if we weren't detected by now, we're probably okay. Unless he's pursuing us and about to kill us. It's always possible. Looks like we made it. And I'm gonna turn on my thing. So you can see in the bottom left that we are cold. So even with my torch out, I think we will be cold. And I get distracted, especially when I'm talking. It'll be easier for me to miss polar bear. Oh, I think I see one. No. Should be one over here. Where it is, I don't know. Luckily we have the compass, which tells us where the satellite is. And I'm pretty familiar with this area. Again, this Arctic region, this snow region, is probably my favorite region in the game. Not the easiest, not the most comfortable. It's not where I'm going to just land and go live in. But when they send you here for... Oh, look at that mammoth. So cool. When they send you here on a mission, it is fun. It is fun, it's exciting, it's like a pleasant... It's like the right amount of scary. Mammoths don't aggro. And you can see all the way over there, that's where we're heading. A little crash thing. That is not part of the terrain normally. That is a crashed whatever, just like the other ones we already picked up stuff from. Okay, no polar bears. That's what we're mostly concerned with. Just want to get over there, put our house down, and then we can call this video to a close. And the next one is going to be about recovery. Oh man, we did not see that polar bear. I don't know where he was even, which is terrifying. Now, I'm not sure exactly the patrol patterns of the polar bears. It does seem like it's pretty hard to pick an area that they don't patrol. And I'm saying that because I've actually put down various houses all around these areas. And at some point or another, a polar bear has come up to me, despite, you know, trying to hide, trying to put them in good locations. We might as well just put them out in the open. Wow, that guy just teleported. Am I crazy? Wasn't there a moment ago. So there's supposed to be a polar bear this way. Last time I put my house just beyond this thing. And...
One more warhead, then we can all sleep tight. Till the next time UDA loses one of their toys. Arm that thing and watch your back.
yeah, I think I'm still going to put my house, although I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know the patrol patterns again. I think the safest thing for us to do is to put it all the way over here. I put mine, I think, behind this last time. I heard a polar bear. Or maybe that was a mammoth. Okay, let's get out this, clear this oxide, and put my house down here instead. Very, very worried about polar bears. Okay, good. But the cool thing is we gotta put a house down now. Okay, like so. Is that a good one? No, I don't quite like that just because the angle's not quite right. So hit N key to free that. That looks good. That looks very good. Okay, now we got our base. We just gotta put some walls on it. Oh my god, I only took... Okay, well, you know what? This is just the mistakes were made here. We only have 4 walls. We will get everything up that we have, but we just don't have everything. I'm still going to make this a roof because I want to. And now let's get this stuff. Pretend that we have it all. And go this way. Will do us no good though, unfortunately. Yeah, these two will just sit in our inventory. And I guess we'll call this video to a close here, because I have clearly botched things. I don't know, if I felt very ambitious, I could run back in between the missions. Gosh. Go get the missing 2 slats, but I don't think we're going to need it. I'll still drop my bed here. I don't know if it'll be sheltered or not. I doubt it. For obvious reasons. Actually, I probably could use the wood that I have. Yeah, this is not considered sheltered. I probably could pick up enough driftwood and go scavenge enough driftwood, sticks, etc. that I could make a wooden wall, which would not be ideal, but it would be sufficient to count as stored. You know, the thing is, did we bring fiber? We did. So can we make 2 walls? We can. Now what I would really like to do is put my wooden walls on the back. So that's what we're gonna do here. And by the way, can I get out of the back one over here? No. So this side one is gonna have to be... Okay, I don't know if this will work. We may end up losing more stuff this way, but... Put this here. Okay, let's put this... I'm gonna try to put this up still. I don't know if it'll work. So far so good. So this one I'm gonna have to take down for a moment and put it back up as a door frame. Okay, put these up now. Alright, look at that. Temperature in here is 3 degrees. It's not freezing, which is really all we were going for. Put a campfire in the back, I guess. Get some wood in that. And we're good to go. So there, we'll call this video to a close here. We have something resembling a house. I guess that we're going to need a door. I just want to have one at least. And then in the next episode, we'll go ahead and arm the satellite, fight off a bear, and try to make it home. Until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.